If you're struggling to be motivated, you need to watch this video. So there's two ways that you can be motivated in life, right? Like, yeah, okay. Besides like the discipline stuff. Oh yeah, I do the hard things, especially whenever you don't want to. Yes, okay. That's great, right? Discipline is great, but motivation helps. Like I would take motivation if it was given to me. And so here's some ways that you can draw motivation into your life very very quickly. So the first way is through positivity, right? Chasing something, going towards something, building something up, right? That is what most people do. They set goals. Oh yeah, I'm gonna achieve this goal this year. Yes, I'm gonna build all the goals. Yes, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have $1 million. I'm gonna, buy the fancy car. Like this is my goal. This is the way I'm gonna do it. Let's go. And sometimes that works, right? Because it is motivation. Yes, yes, everything's great. Haha, I'm working towards this goal. Yes, my life will be so much better. Ha ha ha. That's great. I'm not shitting on that pathway. I think it's probably the better way to go. It's a bit slower though, because there's two ways of going about things. So I want you to imagine this. There's this mouse in a tube. Okay, it's very random. Mouse in a tube. What? He's in this glass tube, and his tail is like tied onto this spring. And then at the end of this tube, they put some cheese. Okay, they put some cheese at the end of this tube where the mouse is tied up to this spring. Okay, the mouse tugs. He wants to get to the cheese. They measure how much the mouse is tugging. Okay, that's a decent amount. Oh, yeah, decent amount of force. He's pretty motivated to get to that cheese. But then they take away the cheese. They move that stuff away. No more cheese for you, Mr. Mouse. They close that front end of the tube, and in the back side of the tube, probably in through like a hole, because the spring is there, right? Probably in through a hole. They put some like cat essence, pretty much, like the smell of a cat. And they measure again how much the mouse is pulling. The mouse is thinking like, oh shit, there's a cat in here, bro. I need to get the fuck out of here. And so he pulls, he's running, he's trying to get out of there, but he can't because his tail's tied on. He's stressing out, so he tries harder because he's running away from the thing that will spell death for him. And that's what you need to imagine in your own life for motivation. So there's two ways to be motivated, right? I've said this before. The good things, right? Chasing positivity. Yes, everything is great. Haha, yay. That's not a bad way, right? If you can combine both of these, that's arguably the best way of going about things. But what you need to draw on more from is this negativity. What would spell death for you? What would be the cat for you? Because in a mouse's world, a cat means death. It means the end of your life. No more days on this planet. What is the cat for you? Is it no social status? Is it, you're fat, overweight, so you die faster? You eat shit foods, you can't think straight, so you can't talk to people in the right way. So, again, social status suffers, life quality is already shitty because you have brain fog. Is it not succeeding? Is it someone telling you that, like someone disapproving of you? Right, all these negative things, blah, 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 blah. I think a good way to summarize all of this up, all these negative things that you want to run away from, that you don't want to be like, that you don't want to happen in your life, is through an antithesis, which is like the ugliest version of you, the worst version of you possible. The fapper monkey that sits underneath his bed with thousands of Chrome tabs open, each one on a separate, even darker, even uglier, more disgusting porn website than the last. Think about that. I want you to imagine that in your mind. Don't relapse on your nofap streak, but I want you to imagine that in your mind. This dirty gremlin who looks a lot like you, and he's fat, he's overweight. He has some Doritos next to his lair. He's got some fucking crusty napkins around him, and his dusty ass computer screen right in front of him, and he's mouth breathing. That's probably an attractive sight to think about. So, do you want to be that guy? No, right? Probably not. You probably don't want to be that fapper monkey, disgusting goblin in his lair underneath his bed. Okay, you don't want to be that guy. Okay, I don't want to be that guy either. To be honest, that kind of that kind of sucked to be, right? So think about that. The worst possible version of you, the one who dies at 35 from a heart attack because of all the bullshit that he's been eating and the way he's lived his life, right? That's your antithesis. That is the person that you do not want to become. Okay, so you need to think about this day in and day out because this is your motivation, right? This is motivation. What do you not want to become? Your antithesis, right? What does your antithesis do? Maybe whenever he's trying to diet, he skips on it. He skips a workout, or he doesn't read that book because, oh no, I want to watch porn instead. Stuff like that. It's these subtle things in your life. Okay, you would think, okay, what would the better version of me do? What would the antithesis version of me do? You have to balance out your decisions between these two things. Because if you choose again and again and again this option, antithesis, 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 soon you will become that guy. You'll become the goblin underneath your bed. And you're going to be fapping like a monkey, bro. So think both ways, right? This draws back again to the both ways of motivation, right? Chase the cheese, run away from the cat, okay? That is how you should live life. And there's another separate category of motivation that I'm going to put is like dark feelings, pretty much. Like this is like a separate special third category, special third category. And it can provide you a lot, right? So let's just say someone tells you that you're wrong. Someone tells you that you're fat, that I hate you. You're a liar. You are a bad person. You manipulated me. Everything is bad about you. I'm just trying to think about what my ex said about me after we broke up. I'm trying to think about that. But like all these negative things, right? These people are saying these bad things about you. Oh no, like oh my gosh, right? Well, there's two ways of thinking about it, right? Like one, you can ignore it, right? Like okay, whatever. Like okay, you think that, which probably not right, but you think that, okay? And the second thing that you can do is really embrace this. And you say, like, what the fuck? These people think these things about me? Hell no. No. Like, they call me fat? Hell no. I'm not Sean Keegan. Look at this shit, bro. Some muscle. But, like, these negative things, you can draw a lot of inspiration from. I can remember from the start of my journey, I was driven by these negative emotions, right? The beginning of my self-improvement journey actually is fresh off a breakup, sucker punch to the face, right? There I am, so negatively charged. I want to make money, prove her wrong. I'm gonna be so successful. Yeah. All these negative emotions fueling me. And it was great, it was fun. Oh yeah, I want to work super hard in the gym. Oh yeah, and I wasn't even lifting right, bro. But it was motivation. It got me fired up, and it led me down a path to where I am today. And so I'm grateful for it, right? But whenever I try and call upon those negative emotions now, they're not there, because they're gone. They're dissipated, right? They're momentary. They're temporary. Right? You can only draw upon these negative things for so long. And if you do somehow refresh them, right? Like I used to refresh this thing constantly in my brain. Oh yeah, I can't believe she did this. Oh my gosh. Right? This negative rampage, still thinking about some bullshit that happened like 6 months ago at that point. Like some bullshit, bro. Like I was refreshing it in my mind, and it was negatively impacting my worldview, if that makes sense. So I think I've told this story before, but literally these negative emotions were in my brain, and I was sitting with some friends, right? Sitting with some friends at a pool, and they were talking about their girlfriends. Oh yeah, everything's so nice. But then these negative emotions that had previously fueled me, right? Like fueled me to go to the gym. Oh yeah, I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna do super hard things. Life is gonna be good. I'm gonna prove her wrong. Yeah, revenge. What happened was whenever these guys, they're dumbasses were talking about their girlfriends. Oh my gosh, oh wow, you got a girlfriend. Oh wow. That's cope. Never mind. I'm actually glad that they are in happy relationships. You know, that's on me actually. But so I was sitting here with these negative thoughts, thinking like, no, you know, she's gonna break up with you, and she's gonna do this, and she's gonna do that. Oh, they're bad. You know, you know, like these negative thoughts rushing into my head, like black pill activities, man. Not good. Not good for how I was feeling. Right? I was just thinking these negative thoughts, like, what the fuck, bro? Like. And I remember reflecting on it, like, man, that was pretty negative. But I didn't really do much past that, you know. But I'm starting to realize now that these negative things, they are good in the moment, right? You can temporarily draw on them, but like I said, they're temporary. They're meant to be temporary, right? They're meant to be a kick in your ass to keep you get you on the right direction, the right path. But if you keep using them, it's gonna be more of a detriment than a benefit, if that makes sense. And so what we've gone over today is what motivations you should be drawing upon. And that is both good, right? Chasing your goals, chasing your dreams, your passions, whatever, right? But also really relying on the things that you're running away from, right? What is the cat for you? And then also the negative emotions. I think if we can think of this analogy of like a car, pretty much, we can think of the negative emotions, like these negative things that punch you in the face and make you feel super resentful. You want to get revenge, whatever. These negative emotions, they're more of kind of like the starter, right? They're like the ignition, they're the spark, right? But if you have too many sparks, you're going to explode, okay? Like you can't have this every single day, right? You just need it to start the engine, right? Or a jump start to start the battery up in a car, right? That's all you need. That's all the negative emotions, a jolt, a little bit of a wake-up call, if that makes sense. And then the longer term stuff, like the antithesis, running away from the antithesis, that can be the gas, right? That can be the gas that these negative emotions rile up in you, right? Oh, I don't want to be lonely forever, so I'm going to try and improve my life as much as I can, so I can be rich and I can pull all the ladies like the rich guys do. That is the fuel, running away from your antithesis. That is the gas. But in order to keep everything running smoothly, you still need these good goals to chase towards, right? You still need a destination in your car, from your car. Because if you just go, then where are you going to? You know, there's a saying, and it's, if you don't have a destination, all roads lead to the same place. So what is your road? What is your destination? So, and that's what you can use for the good motivation. So I hope this video has helped you out. I just had this random thought before I was going to bed tonight. Like I just saw some Alex Hormozi like clip. I was watching some Alex Hormozi, and he said something about motivation and like these negative things, and it really just, it brought into perspective. It just reminded me of all the stuff that I was thinking about. So I hope this video has helped you out. Hope it's kind of drawn down what you should be motivated by, what you should draw motivation from. And I hope it allows you to achieve your goals into a greater sense. So if you like what I'm saying, join the community down below. Be better and have a W day.